the following tools to assemble this bike. A 5mm, a 6mm, and a Torx 25 to put the pads, the disc brakes, I'm sorry. And it'd be nice if you could get yourself a torque wrench. I got this from Nashbar, and the torque wrench looks like this. This will help to tighten up your handlebar and the seat post, and also the disc brakes. All right, anyway, let's start to assemble this thing. I'm going to start back here. Let's see. It requires 5mm. You don't want to force anything, otherwise I'll strip it. Oh man, I didn't expect this. There's a little tiny screw was holding it back. Where's that screw? Anyway, there's a screw here that was holding it back. The next thing we're going to do is going to put the handlebar together. You need a 4mm to remove these screws. Okay, if you want to point to this right here. See right here it says 5 Nm. That's the torque amount you want to put on when you put the handlebars in here. So what you're going to do is you're going to center this piece. Just flew off of my hand. It really doesn't matter. You can put the logo however you want. If you put it upside down or whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so it's got to be centered with this. If you're doing street riding, you want to leave this thing on. If not, if you're going to do trail, take it out, throw it away. Most likely I will take it out and throw it away. It's useless for individuals who does trail riding. What could happen is hit a branch, breaks, and it'll be on the trail. For those who's done trail riding, you know what I'm talking about. I've seen quite a few of those. then align this. As you can see, there's a little U. Try to have that straight when you're looking at it from the top. And then tighten one, tighten the other one, like so. Make sure it's nice and straight, and then use your torque wrench to torque it. The 4mm. Set it to 5, and then torque it. Like there. Hear the clicking. There, right there. Probably gonna do just one more round. There it is. All right. Next thing I'm going to do is put the seat post on and the seat, and I'll tell you why. If you don't have a bike stand, this will help you if you don't have a bike stand. And when you set your seat, you want to have this point right straight to the center of your handlebar. So just eyeball it, just get behind it, eyeball it, or if you could eyeball it just like the way it is, do that. Anyway, this one requires a wrench to tighten it. Most of them are a release, snap release. This one says 5 newtons, and you need a 4mm wrench to do that. And then set this according to your height. There you go, the clicks. And again, if you're doing only street ride, leave this alone. If you're doing trail ride, you're going to be taking that out. I don't have to explain that to you. Now, since you don't have a bike stand, just flip it like so. Work on putting the wheels and a disc brake. So I'm going to work on putting the brake here, front. Your hydraulic brake. Let's see. Something like this. I think it's a 5mm. And I'm going to leave this loose, and I'll come back to it and I'll explain to you why I left that loose. So the next thing is we're going to do, I'm going to move the bike and do the, put the wheels together, the disc brakes. So I already did the back. Right here I put the disc already. This is where you need a T25 to put these 6 bolts to tighten up your disc brake. So here we go. I'm going to do the front one right now. scissors to. Wow, we got scissors here. This comes off. Here's your disc spray, and here's your quick release. And if you have a pump that, if you have an older pump, and you probably don't have a slot for the Presto to pump your bike, you will need a Presto adapter that it will go right on top of this. But you need, see this, you can zoom in. See this little screw? You need to unscrew this. That's where the air comes in, and you need a Presto adapter like so. Put that on here, and you could use your old school pump and pump this thing. But right now, and when you're done, you gotta lock this thing. Anyway, so here we go. In it, let's see. Really, you can't put this thing wrong. It's one direction, the arrows, and that's the way the wheel is going to turn. Set it, grab your screws. This is the reason why I did the back one first, so I don't waste too much time, and I think you guys get the concept of how this is going to work, what you need to do. And this, you will need a torque wrench for this. I'll put a link or identifying each tool in the bottom of the title, or if you have any questions, send me or message me and I'll get back to you. So they're all bottomed out, and now I will need my torque wrench and I think it's standard is about 6 newtons. I think I'm saying that right. Click. Oh, I forgot to do that one. There. Alright, done. And we're going to put this thing on. I'll deal with that later. Okay. So, here's my quick release. Now, the brake has a little adapter in, or not, a plastic piece. Just pull this thing out and bring your front wheel align it. Here what you need to do is find a center or hold your brake down and tighten up these two screws. Yep, so this one and this one that we left earlier, and you need a 5mm to do that. So what I do is I hold the center it, if you could find that. When I say center, centering the desk. If it's not centered, you're going to hear the squeaking. So right there. Hold it down and then tighten up these two screws. And that should center your brake. If not, just you got to mess around with it until you get a sweet spot. So this thing is running freely. Next we're going to put on the back wheel. There's the quick release on this one. And your chain, not sure what gear is it on, but it needs to be on. Wrong. Something wrong here. No, there we go. So what I just did is, it looked like it was twisted, but I moved the back gear. Oh, here you need to move this little plastic piece from your hydraulic brake. This one is set for you already, and bring, if you want to come on this side, show what I mean. So put the chain in a cog gear and then align your disc brake. Let's see, I'm doing something. There we go. And boom, it sits. And then tighten this. There you go. So the few things are left that I'm not going to go too much in. You know, I explained earlier how to put the air on. So the next thing is pedals. This box right here has the manual instruction, and here's another reflector. And these are some cheap pedals that they came with that I'm not going to install. But if you decided to use these pedals and you don't care, they are a little heavy. So pretty much, if you look right here, there's R for right, and this should have a left for, or L for left. So pretty simple. So I'm going to use the left one towards you, and be careful so you don't strip this thing. And you probably, I guess you need one more tool to tighten this thing up. If you're going to spend this amount of money on a bike, I recommend pick up a decent toolkit that has all the tools you need, so you don't have to go out there and spend bunch of money on each little piece. Anyway, this is it. Enjoy your ride. I'm gonna upgrade this thing, and I'll do another video of how this thing performs. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your ride.